Hey, happy Wednesday. I feel like it took forever to get to today, but happy to be here. We're going to do some great acupressure. So we are live right now on Instagram and YouTube, just waiting for a few more folks to join in, and we're going to do 15 minutes. Hello, Pam on YouTube. Good evening to you as well. And so what we're going to do is I want you guys to get all comfortable. Go ahead and it's almost 10 o'clock here in the Washington, D.C. area. So get your PJs on, lay down, put your feet up, do some acupressure with me. While we're waiting for a few more folks to join in, just a little bit of a heads up. We released 8 videos. We're actually gearing up to release almost twice as much in the coming weeks and also establish a Patreon account, a lot of good things. I want to really work towards funding a free clinic, and that's why we have all these great things. In a couple of weeks, actually next week, we are releasing a TikTok course on weight loss and trying to conceive. So as soon as they let us publish, they're updating publishing, I'll let you know. So be on the lookout for that. I'm super proud of it, and we're going to put the funds towards a free clinic here in the Washington, D.C. area and then abroad in Hyderabad, India. I grew up between 2 countries. And then also real quick is that if you want to see one of my established clinics, you go on to YouTube under TV appearances, you will see a really great clinic that I did. We treated over 10,000 people, had amazing results. People still talk about it this day, and it's been over a decade. All right, let's do some really good acupressure. And we're going to start with anxiety because it's nighttime. And if it's morning, oh, Beatrice, thank you so much for the donation. We'll put it towards the clinic. I really appreciate your support. Okay, and so this is the protocol. We're going to do anxiety, then we're going to do a bunch for weight loss, then we're going to do women's health, and we're going to do aches and pains. So hang with me. If you have something that is bothering you, just do the acupressure. Acupressure releases endorphins. So no matter where you are, it's going to help you. So hang with me, and at the end, I'll take questions. And again, subscribers on TikTok, supers on YouTube get top priority. First point we're going to do is a great wellness point. It's a little complicated, but let me share how you do it. You pretty much go from yin tong all the way to the temple, along the jawline, all the way back up, just like that. And again, if you want to know the mirror images, I work with mirror images. This is the Anna or Adam and mirror imaged right here, and as well as right here. This is also the blood pressure point. This is the anti-fatigue point. This is also a great point to help manage emotion. So let's go ahead and do this together for a minute. When you do this at home, I want you to do it for 3 minutes. So I love this point because it's going to help you fall asleep tonight. It's going to help you manage emotion, whether you're angry or pissed off or grief-stricken or sad or worried or nervous or simply just anxious. Anxiety can present in a lot of different emotions, and that can help you to do that. Also, you can go as slow or as fast as you want. You can use little or firm pressure. If an area is tender, it just may mean that you're applying too much pressure. So just go gently on it. And also, this is a great blood pressure point. So if you are struggling with blood pressure, of course, work with the recommendations of your doctor. But this point right here can help you greatly. Also, if you are struggling with regulating the cycle, the uterus is represented on the cheeks. So this is a good point. Do this point till you get 3 regular cycles or till you are pregnant. You can do this until you have IUI or IVF with your doctor. Gentlemen, if you're struggling with PE or ED type issues, this is also a really good, as this represents the root of the genitalia and this represents the genitalia specifically. So this is also a really good point. Also, this point right here helps with FSH, LH, estrogen, and progesterone. Also, this area right here can help with a lot of headaches. Headaches are going around, so this can be a really good point. Next, we're going to move on to the ear. Ears release so much serotonin. Those are your happy chemicals. So I want to do right now a lot of cravings points. Cravings for appetite, cravings for carbs, salt, sugar. So if you're craving that pizza right about now, I want you to consider doing these points and learning from them. What we're going to do is first we're going to do the rim of the ear. Next we're going to go into the cave. And then next we're going to do the half circle. And then we're going to do the appetite control point. And also I released a video today on a sluggish metabolism on Shorts, Reels, and TikTok. So we'll do that one right after we do the ear. So everybody, let's do the rim of the ear. Remember, the little man is represented just like this or the little gal is represented just like this. So let's go ahead and massage the rim of the ear. Again, I'll keep track. When you do these at home, you can do them for a couple of minutes. We're just doing a minute because we are going to do 15 minutes of acupressure tonight. So hang with me. Everybody do these. I love this point for so many reasons. It's going to help reduce anxiety and anger and frustration. Anything with heat, like a little fire, this point can really help. In addition, this point is a great point for blood pressure. So if you're struggling with weight loss and blood pressure or emotion and blood pressure, this is a great point. You can go again as slow or fast as you want, as firm or little pressure as you want. The other thing is with blood pressure, consider doing cinnamon tea. Cinnamon is a great source. You can get it in pill form, or you can just do a drink, or you can put it in your coffee or your smoothies. This can help. I love this point specifically. I have great blood pressure. I have like super blood pressure. It's because I'm doing the acupressure so much. But I like this point because it relaxes me. I've been doing 2 lives, sometimes 3 or 4 lives a day. And I can tell you my cravings have really reduced. In fact, I threw away a ton of chocolate in my house today. So this can really, really help you. All right, that was 1 minute. Next point that we're going to do is we're going to go in the cave. I actually have an ear seat. I don't know if you guys can see it on this side. A lot going on at work, so I wanted to put that on there. And so you can get the ear seats, 4th link in the bio. You can use a pen or a pencil, but you put the side with the pellet on the ear. And I leave it on, and then when it falls off, take a little break for a couple of days and then put it back on. Or you can just put them on during nighttime and take them off in the morning. This feels amazing, so let's do that. I'm going to use my fancy red pencil to do it. I'm not going to do it on the side of the ear seat because it's already there. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh, it feels so good. This is a great sleep point. And so this is really, really good. Let's see, I have a subscriber that joined in, I believe. So if they did join in, let me know if there's a specific topic you want to go over. Subscribers get that luxury. So really, really good. So let's do this. We're going to just do it for another 30, 40 seconds. This is a fantastic point, you guys. This point can really reset your emotions. If you are nervous or worried or sad or angry or anxious, this is such a good point. If you want to Google it, it's called Ear Shen Men. Just EAR for ear and then SHEN for Shen Men. It resets the mind, and if you are in a better place, you're going to make different food choices. That's just the reality of it. And they've done studies on this, right? So if you are, stressed, then you're going to want that dopamine hit. And so you're going to look for the foods that are nostalgic, that are going to make you happy. But if you're already in a good mood, you're not going to crave it. I can't believe I actually threw away a ton of chocolate in the trash today because I just looked at it and I was like, I don't need it. And so I've been doing these lives for 2 to 3 a day, and I've really seen an amazing difference on me. So the stuff really does work. And if you guys are curious, I've been doing this for 20 years, treated over 100,000 patients. So I'm using the best of my clinical experience. Next point you'll definitely want to do with me. It is kidney, liver, and endocrine. This half circle is amazing. So many of you comment, I comment, my team comments. And then, yes, you can do the seeds on both sides. Good question. Excellent question, Pam. So you can do the seeds on both sides. So this half circle, let's do this half circle together and I'll explain what it's for. Enough of me talking. I'm sure you guys are tired of me talking. I'm sorry. So I like this pen. It gives me more precision, but you can use a finger. This is a great point, and I'll show it again. This is a great point if you're having a sluggish metabolism. If you feel like you have a hormone balance, I do want you to work with your medical doctor, but this is a great point if you're struggling with PCOS and weight loss, if you're struggling with PE and ED and weight loss, or if you have menopause and weight loss, if you have menopause and hot flashes, night sweats, that rage that goes with menopause, this is a great point. If you feel off hormonally, this is a fantastic point. You can also do this if you're trying to conceive, because I've seen this work for thyroid, I've seen it work for FSH, LH, especially estrogen and progesterone and testosterone. So I would say for the gal who just put it in the notes, PCOS, my period is brutal, this is a great point. I will also talk about period cramps in a second, but this is also a great point. I want to show you again. It is kidney, liver, and endocrine. In Chinese medicine, kidney and liver meridians. Kidney represents the essence of the body. Liver basically filters out the blood. And then also the endocrine point is hormone. It means hormone. So this is a great point for that X factor with hormone and emotion and weight loss. So be sure to do this point. I've seen really great things, and do work with your doctor. What I usually recommend in the clinic is you get your blood test, do what the doctor says, do these points, and then get blood tests again in 6 months and see the difference. It usually takes 3 to 6 months, but it can help. And then we had one or two questions. Let me see if I can get to them real quick. Yes, I want you to do it on both sides. I'm so sorry. I get a little lazy on the lives and I only do one side, but do both sides. Great question. They asked that on YouTube as well. And then what about headaches on either right or left? You can do both sides, darling. And another great headache point that you can do is circling the eyes. This takes care of frontal headaches, side headaches, and then the eyes themselves represent the occiput or the back of the head. This is also a great point. Again, when you do these points at home, do them for a minimum of 3 minutes. Hey, Birdie, good to see you on here. We'll cover shoulder pain in a second. Birdie, let me know if you have something specific. Birdie is one of our fabulous subscribers, so she gets top priority. If she wants to shift the topic, she totally can, and she's good, so really good. All right, we'll keep going. Then, so do consider the subscription if you want priority. This is the appetite control point. I can't remember if I did a video or videos coming out. We've been doing like twice the work because we're releasing this series next week and we want to release twice as many videos so you guys can see what content we have. Appetite control point. This is a fantastic point. There's also hunger points right here. There's also points for adrenal fatigue right here. So how I like to do this point, there's lots of ways to do this point, but take the peace sign. Everybody remember the peace sign. Take the peace sign and cuff. And then let's do this for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and keep the timer for us so you don't have to worry. This is a great point. I'll tell you why. Because if you are doing intermittent fasting and you want to start eating at noon, you can drink lemon water. I've seen great results on lemon water to help curb appetite. Lemon water can also help with constipation. You can also do lemon water if you're pregnant. This is a great point to help you to wait till lunch to eat your meals. And on Sundays, I grew up fasting. I wish I had known about this point. It would have really helped me curb my appetite. And I have a lot of friends who fast 1 day a week for mental clarity. This is a great point for them. And also, I don't like it when people eat so close to bedtime. It's such a bad way. It really screws up your defecation in the morning. So this is also a great point. If you had your meal around 5 or 6 and you want to get to bed around 9, this is a great point that you can do to help curb your appetite so you can give it the space that it needs for the gut to work as it should. So all you do is take this and cuff it like this. It also is fantastic for anxiety. It can really calm you down. We all know that food is an extension of how we feel, right? We're going to choose different foods based on our emotion. So this is a great point for that as well. Super point. I really want you guys to get in the habit of doing that so you're not hungry. There's no reason to be hungry. So you can do this if you're fasting for intermittent fasting, or you're fasting for religious reasons, or whatever you may. A lot of my friends fast for mental clarity too. Okay, what about a toothache while waiting on dental appointment? Yes, I will cover this, but as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this point. Good question. You can do this point as long as you're not pregnant. Okay, I want to do 2 other points real quick on weight loss, and then I want to cover women's health, and we're going to do a bunch for aches and pains, and we're going to do sleep. So everybody hang with me, really good stuff. So next thing that I want to do is I want you to go from the ear to the eyebrow, halfway point. You're going to find a tender spot, I guarantee it. So right here is such a good point for helping you with weight loss. Many different reasons why. This point can help you for fatigue. Now, one thing pattern I've definitely seen in the clinic is people are like, I'm doing everything, I'm not losing weight. Then I ask them, are you sleeping 7 to 8 hours? And then they look at me like they want to punch me, right? Because there's been a lot of research that shows that if you can sleep 7 to 8 hours, you're going to have a better shot at weight loss. But think about it in your own life, right? I know that when I sleep under 6 hours, I'm constipated, I'm bloated, I just can't, I'm sluggish, right? So if we apply that to the gut, how can the gut not do what it needs to do? So this is a great point to help you relax. This is a great point for helping you to sleep. This is a great point that if you can sleep well, you're going to have a better shot at weight loss. Also, this point can relax the jaw so you can chew your food better. Great point for helping you with proper chewing, which is going to help you with metabolism as well. Really good point. Okay, a bunch of questions coming in. Let me take one or two, and then we'll do another weight loss point. So, what does acupuncture treat? Yeah, that's a loaded question. It pretty much, in my clinic, what I saw pretty much is aches and pains, fertility, and a bunch of I would say aches and pains, fertility, and weight loss. Those were the key. I also did a bunch for sinusitis and allergies. Okay, wow, it helped my toothache. Yeah, you're welcome. It helped mine too, and I had a sinus infection, and it took care of that. We'll do shoulder pain in a minute. Anxiety, do any of the points. All the points release the serotonin. Also, go 3 videos back. We did a point for anxiety. Any points to getting your period. We're going to cover that in just a second. You can do that for TMJ. Okay, and then let me check YouTube, and then we'll keep going. We'll try to save the questions to the end so that I can get through the protocols. I made my husband go to acupuncture for sciatica. He used the seeds the first day and told him to, I want to read this comment real quick because it's from Pam. I told him to keep massaging them so that I bought the seeds, and I've been using them. Okay, the next day was, woo, really good, really good. Okay. Fantastic. All right, let's do another point for weight loss, and this is really, really good. Yes, we're going to do trying to conceive in just a second. Hang tight. And also really good, and about whenever they let us publish. I think they'll let us publish next week, but we're releasing a course on TikTok for trying to conceive with PCOS and infertility, and also for weight loss. Really good courses, and the proceeds from our social media and the courses are going towards a free clinic. Really good stuff, And the clinic that I currently established is in Washington, D.C. It's the last link in the bio. All right, so let's do this. Everybody, let me go ahead and start the timer again. And we are going to do the forearm. Everybody do this with me. Can't do it if you're pregnant. So don't do it if you're pregnant. This is a great point for many reasons. I burned myself today. Oh. So this is a great point to helping you with many different things. This can help you. I know. This is a great point to help you with gut health. I'll tell you why. This can help you basically from the entire chest. So the person with the toothache, this can help. This can also help with nausea, GERD, acid reflux. This can help you with constipation and diarrhea. This can help you with metabolism, mainly because it accesses the large intestine meridian. Large intestine meridian is full of momentum. We call it energy or chi and blood. And because it can move things, it's going to help you metabolize. It's going to help you defecate. If I can get your gut working better, woo, we are... You know what? If you watch what you eat and you walk and you sleep and you drink your fluids, and I get you gut to work better, you're going to be on your way to weight loss. We just need to start that engine. So this is really, really good. This is really, really good. Fantastic. That was a minute. Yes, I'm in Washington, D.C., my hometown. I've lived all over the U.S. and I lived internationally, but I came back before the pandemic to take care of my mom and dad. They still live in the house I grew up in. My dad worked at the Pentagon for over 20 years, and he was there when 9/11 happened. So I came home. Yeah, Washington, D.C. is my hometown. And then the other thing, too, is do you have a book with all the points and what they help with? You know, it's really funny. So I talked to my team today. I'm like, we have to do books. We have to do books. I've been reading your comments, and you guys are like, where's the point? What does it work for? Da, 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 da. And we're getting to it. We just got to get the courses, and we got to get our YouTube in a better place. Like, we're getting to it. So courses, TikTok courses next week, then YouTube, we're going to put a little bit more focus on. And then probably in March, we're going to come out with some books. So just a little delayed. All good. All right. Really good. All right. Then let's do fertility. So fertility for the lady who's 41 and trying to conceive, reassurance, stay with it. Stay with it. You know, I don't know what your situation is with your doctor, but I've had great success in my clinic. So do consider acupuncture, acupressure. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. Everybody do it with me. This is a great point. I love this point. This is oh, really good. Mary on on YouTube said she would buy my book. You know what's really cute about that is I would buy my own book. There's a lot of good stuff. So I'm working on it. We're trying to get YouTube in a little bit better place and get the courses on TikTok live, and then we'll work on the book. But I already have a book sketched out. Anyway, we'll keep going. So this is a great point for ovulation, you guys. This is fantastic. Let me explain to you why this is a great point. By the way, this is a fantastic headache point too. This is a great point for ovulation because the eyes represent the ovaries. And also this point right here balances out hormone. I've seen it balance out estrogen, progesterone, thyroid, FSH, LH. This is a great relaxation point. So this can help the body do what it needs to do. So if you're struggling with PCOS or struggling with ovulation, which is really common, this is a fantastic point that you can do. If you're doing IUI or IVF, you can do this too. And again, I want you to work with your medical doctor. These are great points, but partner with your medical doctor. The two combined, acupressure, acupuncture, and your doctor, whoo, you're going to really get what you need to get. So really good point. Okay, you can apply little pressure or a lot of pressure, really up to you. Next point we're going to do is for irregular periods. 2 reasons why I see a lot of fertility. You shouldn't do this if we don't want to. You're going to be just... it's gonna help your odds. So if you really don't want to conceive, maybe not do it. A really good point. So this is a really next point that we want to do is regulating a cycle. So remember, uterus is on the cheeks. So what we can do is we can do this point. Also for gentlemen, this is a great point for you because it represents the root of the genitalia, so really good point for PE and ED type issues. You guys are funny tonight. I started doing it as soon as you said, and then I stopped because it's for conception. Yeah, sorry, that was really cute. Okay, so this is a great point for regulating a cycle because it represents the uterus. For gentlemen, this is a great point for you for ED and PE type issues. So I want you to consider doing this point. You can go as slow or as fast or as little pressure or as much pressure. You can do it this is a great point for doing while you're in the shower or while you're getting ready for bed because this is also a really good relaxation point. Do this till you get 3 regular cycles. Stop when you get 3 regular cycles, stop when you get a period, and stop when you have IUI or IVF treatment. But this is a fantastic point for regulating a cycle. Also really good for regulating a cycle is ginger tea. I know I wouldn't, for me, I would not drink ginger tea if I was pregnant. But ginger tea is a great way for regulating a cycle. It's so simple. I've had so many clients over the years just, incorporate ginger tea a few times into their diet, and it can help. The lady with the heavy periods, also cinnamon tea can help with heavy periods. And also if you're trying to conceive, one thing you can do is I know ginger tea always brings my cycle on too. So yeah, it's really useful. And ginger tea is also really good for arthritis. Also for if you're trying to conceive, one thing that I've seen work really well for men and women is pumpkin seeds. You can get them at Trader Joe's, just the raw pumpkin seeds, unsalted, unroasted. And then what I would do is just eat a handful every day. I've seen some reports that can really increase it by almost 70% for men and women. So really good stuff. Okay, we're going to shift, and we did a lot on anxiety. We did a lot on weight loss. We did a lot on fertility. So just we're going to do aches and pains now. We're going to cover a lot of stuff. So thank you for being patient with me. So really quick, if you are a man or you have a man in your life, definitely check out the YouTube channel. There's a lot of great stuff on men's health. And then also help us rebuild our Instagram account. We got hacked on Instagram a year ago. I'm trying to rebuild it. We had 150,000 followers and I lost it. So, security's really tight now across the board. We've reviewed it several times. And then also 2 TikTok courses coming out next week on weight loss and trying to conceive. The funds go towards a free clinic. So really good stuff happening for us. So do check it out. All right, everybody. So we are going to do a lot of acupressure. Get comfortable, get ready, because you're going to feel really good afterwards. So whatever issue you are struggling with, I want you to do this with me for the next couple of minutes. If you are pregnant, you cannot do this next set of points. It's too stimulating, so please don't do it if you're pregnant. We're going to cover shoulder pain. So hang tight with me. We're going to cover inflammation, and then also, oh, really good stuff. We'll try to do hair and skin in at the end. And then for the gal who's asking about sciatica, we are going to cover it. I'll try to cover eczema in a second. Also, there was a good question. Fibroids. What you can do is we have a section in the link tree for women's health. Check out the castor oil there and the castor oil pack. What you can do is a castor oil pack, and we have a recommended one that we really love, that I've seen good results. And then do work with your medical doctor on the fibroids so they can monitor the size of it. But the castor oil pack can also be very helpful. Use it for a couple times a week. And then on the inguinal hernia from Gary, I would say I can't see the hernia. I don't know how bad it is, so I don't want to give you any recommendation because I can't see it. Okay, fantastic. We'll cover constipation, or you can check out the pinned videos. All right, you guys, let's do this. Whatever you're struggling with, just as long as you're not pregnant, let's just do this. Do this with me. You're going to feel better. So, all right, here we go. First point we're going to do is, everybody do this with me. This is acupressing the hand, just like this. So this is a great point for all over body pain. This is a great point for sciatica. This is a great point for regulating a cycle. This is a great point for fibromyalgia. This is a great point for chronic fatigue. This is a great point for arthritis. This is a great point for overall wellness. The reason why this is such a great point is because you have the little man here, 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 as well as on each of the metacarpals. So you have 10 images on one hand, and you also have 10 images on another hand. So this is really, really a good point for overall aches and pains and overall health. Next point is the viral point. This got me on BuzzFeed. This went super viral. Even my family in India WhatsApped me and was like, is this you doing this? Yes, it is. This is a great point for sinusitis. This is a great point for snoring. The person with the toothache, this is a great point. Remember the hand points you cannot do if you're pregnant. This is a great point for back of the head headaches. This is a great point for front of the head headaches. This is a great point for TMJ. This is a great point for neck pain. Can also work for shoulder pain. This is a great point for spine pain. This is a great point for paraspinal pain. This is a great back pain point. Wonderful back pain point. You want to know why? The mirror image is just like this. This is also a good point for coughing. This is also a great point for hip pain, sacrum pain, coccyx pain, pain down the legs, sciatica, pain in the back of the knee. This is a great point for helping you with medial foot pain. So this is a wonderful point. This is also a great gut health point. Again, toothache, bleeding gums, do work with your dentist. This is a good point for cough. This is a great point for heartburn, acid reflux, nausea. Can't do it if you're pregnant. Great point for opening up the chest. This can help with asthma. This is a great point for helping you with gas, bloating, constipation, and diarrhea. But I like this point for constipation. This is a great point for metabolism because it clears out that colon. If that colon is clear, boom, 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 you're going to metabolize. This is a great point for gentlemen with ED and PE issues because it represents the root of the genitalia, brings blood flow there. This is also a great point for regulating a cycle. You can do it up until you have your embryo transfer or your IUI, or if you simply want to regulate a cycle, do this till you get 3 regular cycles. Woo! Really good. Next, what we're going to do is fist on top of fist. Doesn't matter if it's one fist over the other. Doesn't matter if you go slow or fast. I lived in New York City, so I tend to talk fast, but you can go slower. And also you can use little pressure or a lot pressure. So let's do it. So this is, I know my hand is getting tired too. Hang with me. We're almost there. We're almost there. Hang with me. This is a great point for helping you with many things. Side of the head headaches. This is also a great point for inner ear dizziness. This is a great point for ringing in the ear. This is a good point for ear infection, but really ear infection, don't mess around. Go see your doctor. I don't want you to mess around, but this can help. This is a great point for shoulder pain. People were asking about eye discomfort, eyesight. This can bring blood flow to the eyes, but do work with your medical doctor. This is a great point for helping you with side of the back issues. This can be also side of the hip issues, also pain down the side of the legs. This is also a great foot point. So this is a really good point. This is also a great point if you woke up and you feel puffy. This is a great point. If you are struggling with blood sugar or blood pressure, this is a great point. My ladies who are in menopause, this is also a really good point. This is a really great wellness point as well. Woohoo! Oh, we have somebody that's so sweet. They said every night they follow me. Thank you. And we're gonna up our game, get you guys healthy in 2024. Really good. Yes, very good. Oh my God, San Diego acupuncture in the house. Yes, Sanjiao 3, that is right. I did a variation of it. Really, really good. Thank you. I love it when the acupuncturists follow me and comment. Yes, if it's inner ear dizziness, it is right here. Just remember, I don't like to do the hand points if you're pregnant. All right, let's do this point. Everybody do this point. I think this point went viral. We had over 100,000 views recently on this point. So we'll do coughing in a second. I know it's going around. I really struggled with it about a month ago. This is a great point for back of the head headaches. This is a great point for also sinusitis, snoring. This is also a great point for spinal pain. This is this is a great point for helping you. This is a great point for spinal pain. This is a great point for paraspinal pain. This is a great point for sciatica. This is a great point for helping you with hip pain, especially that rim hip pain. This is a great point. Great point for coccyx pain. This is a great point for sacrum. This is a great point for pain down the back of the legs. This is a great point for helping you with back of the knee pain. This is a great point for lateral foot pain. This is a great point for helping you with diarrhea. It can help with constipation and diarrhea, but this is a great point for helping you with diarrhea. This is also a great point for helping you with gas and bloating. This is also good. Remember, snoring, sinusitis, and this can help you absorb your food. So it's also a really good point for metabolism. Really, really good. And then we have a question on YouTube. I want to make sure I answer it. So so there's a lot of good videos on ED and PE on YouTube. So this is my advice, because there's so much information. There's almost like 400 videos. I want you to peruse through the thumbnails and pick something that's relevant to you. If it's simply blood circulation, then look at the popular videos. If it has to do with like a certain pain and ED, take a look at the thumbnail, and then you can do any single one of them. So really good. But in general, this is a really good point. If you're struggling with ED or PE, you can start there. 3 minutes every day. Vertigo, if it's inner ear, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this point. You can do this point. All right, let's talk about a couple of things. We're going to do beauty. We're also going to do cough. Let's do cough real quick, because it has been terrible. It's been going around so much. So a couple of points for cough. I do want you to check in with your doctor. You got to make sure it's not something crazy. Like, you should always check in with your doctor. So let's see, if you're running hot, you can basically get the tip of the ear and do it for just like maybe a minute or two. That will take care of it. Then the other thing you can do is, let's take care of the lymph nodes. You can do 3 minutes of this. This can really, really help. This really help. And then you can also open up the chest, 3 minutes of that. That really helped my cough. This and this really helped my cough. And then also don't forget to massage underneath the armpit. That can help with the lymphatic drainage. So again, if you're struggling with, of course, be smart, go see your doctor. But if struggling with cough, the flu, sore throat, all those things, again, for heat, a couple minutes, do this daily or a couple times a day. And then you can do this 3 minutes. 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 You guys, acupressure is pretty safe. Just don't do the hand points if you're pregnant. You can do it 4, 5, 20, 30 minutes. Do it. I just don't want you to be like, it didn't work. It does work. You just got to give it a chance for things to move in the body. So minimum 3 minutes. but do it 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Sometimes I do this point like 15, 20 minutes. It feels amazing for me. So use your judgment. You got to do it for a little bit. Okay. I think carpal tunnel. I saw a question on carpal tunnel. So what I would say, oh, really, really good. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. For a clogged ear, you can try this point. Do get checked out by the doctor. Can't do the hand point if you are pregnant. Just can't do the hand points if you're pregnant. Okay, for carpal tunnel, what I would tell you is to ice the carpal tunnel. The carpal tunnel is a space between the carpal bones where the median nerve goes. That's why it's called carpal tunnel. So I want you to ice this area. And then what I want you to do is I want you to go find an acupuncturist in town. It's hard. Carpal tunnel is hard to treat with acupressure. I'm not going to lie, because it has to do with your hands, and it's hard because you're in pain. So I would go and find an acupuncturist. Here in the US, I find that Google's pretty accurate. Find a good acupuncturist in town. If you're in the DC area, you can go to the clinic I established. It's the last link in the bio. You can tell them I sent them to you. The other thing too is that I would always tell you guys this: whatever medical practitioner you go to see, whether it's a doctor or a therapist or an acupuncturist, get their license number. Put that license number into the medical board. Make sure they don't have any violations, because I have, unfortunately, some of my friends have reached out and told me some scary things that have happened to them. And I thought I need to advocate for, for you all. So just find their license number. By law, they have to put it in the waiting room. So you can go and check that out. Okay, fantastic. Okay, let's do hang tight on the questions. Let me do hair and skin, and we're going to do sleep, and then I'll stay on for a little bit and do questions, and then I'll try. Wow, it is already 10:30. I'll try to come back on tonight if I can. So for hair loss, what I did is I had a bald spot here. I put rosemary water on it, and then I just massaged it for a few minutes. This is every night. This is a derm roller. It has a few spikes. It's comfortable. It's not painful. And it can help stimulate follicle cell growth. So just know, if you want to get any of the products, it's on the 4th link in the bio. I was thinking, I've had this for 5 years. I just use this one, but the new one's white, and I should order it so you guys know exactly what you're buying. But this is all good. It's the 4th link, and then the new one is white. And then for skincare, I think I told you guys on the live last night that I'm going to be 50 in a couple of years. So what I do is I exfoliate. That's what I do. And I try not to eat a lot of too many spice, because I think sometimes spice can make you outbreak. That's my experience. It may not be yours. But what I would say for skincare, we're going to keep it simple, is you can use the derm roller, upward motion, because it can stimulate facial cell growth. And then also half your body weight in ounces of water. Half your body weight, it's tea, but half your body weight in ounces of water. The skin needs that water, and get your rest. So I will do that. Okay, then let's do sleep real quick, and then let's answer some questions. For sleep, where's my Jack? You guys all know Jack. We always end every live with Jack. So Jack has the mastoid process, and Jack's mastoid process is going to help him sleep. So what you can do is you can take the ears, go behind the ears on the nodule, and then go ahead and massage that. So this will help you to fall asleep quickly. This will help you stay asleep. This will help you prevent you from waking up too early. If you get up in the middle of the night, just go to the bathroom and do this till you fall asleep. How you find the point? Behind the earlobe, and then just massage the tender spot on the skull, and that will help you. And you guys do it, and it'll help you fall asleep. Really, really good. Really, really good. Okay, fantastic. So this is what we're going to do. I think I'm going to try to come back on here in a little bit and try to do more acupressure for you guys. It's actually not a night that I'm on here, but I was able to sneak on here today. So let's see. So on YouTube, supers get top priority. And then on TikTok, the subscribers get top priority. Subscription is the yellow star. I think it's $5.99, but you guys, the subscribers get top priority on TikTok, and also on YouTube, the supers. So what questions do you guys have? And I will do my best to cover everybody's, but supers and subscribers, you get top priority. Okay, what questions do you guys have? Let's see. Herniated disc causing, okay, yep, I can see if I can help you with that. What other questions? Thank you so much, Pisces. Really appreciate the donation. All right, you guys are quiet. Oh, Emily, thank you so much for the donation, love. All right, I'm going to give it a minute for the questions to come in. Inflammation, think about drinking. We'll go over sleep again. I'll go over my credentials. Okay, golfer's elbow. Okay. All right, give it another minute and see if questions come in. Okay. So for constipation, I feel like I'm the queen of constipation. If you go to my pinned videos, you will see constipation. So definitely consider doing that. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do this. If you're pregnant, you can do this. And then also diabetes, do work with your doctor, cinnamon tea. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do this point. If you are pregnant, you can do this point. Okay, so the other thing is, let's see, fluid buildup. You can massage underneath the armpit. That can really help with fluid buildup. You can also massage underneath the lymph node. Sore stomach, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this point. Cinnamon tea for high triglycerides, and work with your doctor, of course. And then press, you can ask your question again, darling, and I'll see my best to answer it. Okay, pigmentation or Malaysia on the face, talk to your doctor, but retinoid, that could help, a retinoid, but do talk to your doctor. Headache, you can do this point. This is also really good. Okay, well, we'll do our best to answer our DMs. We get 600 DMs, so we're doing our best to go through stuff. If you want to ask your question here, I'll do my best to answer it. Bursitis on the shoulder, you can do this for bursitis on the shoulder. You can actually just bursitis on the shoulder. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do this. You can do this for bursitis on the shoulder. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of the other questions. I'll do my best. Do consider the subscription if I'm not getting to your question. I'm doing my best, but do consider the subscription if I'm not getting to your question. So if I'm a doctor, I've treated 100,000 patients in my lifetime. So here's the story on this. So when I went to acupuncture school 20 years ago, they were just kind of establishing the doctorate program. So I could have gotten my doctorate. I chose not to because I wanted to run a free clinic, which I did. And if you want to see one of my free clinics, you can go to the YouTube channel. Under the TV appearances playlist, you'll see a short documentary of a clinic I did. And we're doing our very best to use the money from social media to fund another one. And then the other thing, I am considered an expert in the field. I've treated pro athletes, NFL players, NBA players, US Olympians. I've been on NBC like 4 or 5 times. Also, I was interviewed by BuzzFeed. I've been an expert witness in court trials. I've done a ton of court trials. So yeah, so I'm an expert in the field. Herniated disc, if you're still on here, so if herniated disc, ice the back, work with your doctor. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do this point. And then you can also, if you're pregnant, you can do this point. Inflammation, cinnamon tea, and also turmeric tea. Turmeric tea is, yeah, the Dr. Oz show had, yes, that's right. So what happened is he ran for president, right? And so because it conflicted with the show that I was supposed to be on never got aired. So that's what happened. But yeah, got definitely called by the Dr. Oz show. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll go over sleep at the end. Golfer's elbow, you massage the knees for the elbow. So think about massaging the knees for the elbow. And then again, for constipation, I want you to acupress this point as long as you're not pregnant. If you're pregnant, then consider doing this point. Also, lemon water is also another way to help with constipation. So really, really good. Okay. So I don't know your case, so I can't answer the question about the miscarriages. And then how about drainage of the armpits? It's kind of hard to explain, but you can also massage the inguinal crease. That can help you as well. For neck pain, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this acupressure point on both sides, and that can help you. If you are pregnant, you can do this. All right, you guys, let me review the comments, see if, okay. So skin tags, see a dermatologist. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to come back here and take a little break, come back here and answer some more questions and do another live if I can. It's actually my off night, but I wanted to be here tonight. And then I'll be back on here 4 times tomorrow night. So do look out for me tomorrow night. If you're a man or you have a man in your life, do check out Instagram and also YouTube. A lot of great information on YouTube. We release 8 videos a week across all our platforms. If you haven't subscribed to our Instagram, please do. We got hacked last year. I'm trying to rebuild the account. And then more really good stuff. We're coming out with double the videos next week. And then TikTok series on weight loss and PCOS comes out next week. And then also, just know that when you watch my videos, we're putting it towards establishing a free clinic. And that's my goal, is to use my knowledge to help all of you, but also to do that work. That was the best time in my life to run the free clinic. So I want to do it again. So that's why I'm on social media, to help me to do that. So I hope you'll participate in that. All right, you guys, I love you all so much. Check us out across platforms. A lot of great information. I wish you the very best. And I'll be back on here in about a half an hour. Okay, have a good night. See you soon. Wow, 16 new messages. All right, let me scan them real quick. Oh, everybody's saying thank you. Oh, really good. Arthritis, cinnamon tea. No. Arthritis, ginger tea. Sorry. Ginger tea for arthritis. Ginger tea for arthritis. If you're pregnant, I don't know if I was pregnant, I wouldn't drink ginger tea. I'm just going to say that. I mean, that you do what you do, talk to your doctor, but for me, for arthritis, you can do ginger tea, but if I was pregnant, I wouldn't drink ginger tea. So just there you go. All right. Love you all. Talk to you soon. All right. Is there any more questions? Gary, if you're still on here, if someone had a hernia, yeah, actually, yeah, I would. If someone had a hernia, I would look at it in my office. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would work with your doctor and maybe get checked out by an acupuncturist. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, you guys, I'll see you on here a little later. Okay, have a good night, Gary. Have a good night.